Not half bad. Not even absolutism yet. And we have dominated the entirety of the Horn of Africa, barring a couple of provinces. The entirety of Arabia, barring a couple of provinces. Mesopotamia, Phoenicia, Egypt. It's all part of the Theodokos, the Sacred Empire. And we are going to continue that today. And we are going to be wrapping up this little series here, finishing up a couple of missions, but the primary goal will be to dismantle the Macedonians as well as our former friends, the Carthaginians. First and foremost, we've got some Diplo slots open. I was taking a look, and Macedon is rivaled or is an enemy of Illyria. I think that would be a very good option for us. Bora Liber over here doesn't hate Carthage, but I imagine they would be a great friend to use against them eventually, especially considering the fact that they are strong and will probably have a big navy. I imagine that they just lost a war or something along those lines. Absolutism does negatively affect enlightenment gain, but since ours is locked at 100, we might as well not worry about it. Now, absolutism will not begin until global trade spawns, which is in 1600 at the earliest. Gonna obviously spawn over here, though our churches will help us get it a little bit quicker. Now, here's a funny thing. I was looking to hurt their economy a bit more. Macedonia is steering out of their home node of the Aegean, and they are collecting over in Meridia, and they're not collecting that much. They're collecting 9 ducats a month, 13. So yeah, I think their economy is basically in the dumps. They have 10 loans. They will never pay those off. Let's go ahead and privateer over in Meridia. See if we can hurt, basically anybody over there. It's not going to be a big deal for us. Oh, wait, no, Macedonia is now no longer steering. Now they're collecting 27 over here. That was weird. Well, back to privateering over in Alexandria then, or the Aegean, rather. Yeah, we're going to get a couple more light ships for that. I think that will be a great way to spend our money. Be slowly picking away at our estates here, making sure that we are getting ready for absolutism. Want to make sure we can have as much as possible once that rolls around. No big deal. There we go. Yeah, we're definitely going to be affecting them negatively. We want to make sure we can slow down their economic growth as much as humanly possible. Our truce with them is not going to be up for quite a while, though it does look like they're still fighting wars. They're holy warring against Galicia up here. So yeah, Scythia, still our friend, but not doing so hot. Illyria, I think, will be a great kind of bulwark against them. They have pretty solid ideas as far as manpower and defensiveness and stuff like that goes. So it should be a good kind of punching bag, to be honest with you. As for Carthage, they are allied to Roma, who will not join. Suebi will join, but they also are in quite a bit of debt. Bora Liber does not want to join because of attitude towards enemies. So we might have to use some favors to try to finagle that alliance, get them to dislike them enough to go to war with them. Oh yeah, I think that'll work just fine. Much better. Haha. Okay, cool. Well, these numbers are very reasonable. I think we can take that. Let's go ahead and go to war. I do have some ships, but I've got more. So let's have you guys hunt enemy fleets in the Mediterranean, and we can just get working on that. Oh, decline of Almaca. I hate to see that. Let's take some technology. A little bit of cannon fire is going to be very, very good for us. Yeah, I don't think this war is going to last like the last one did. That previous one we did with them was a bit of a doozy, I'll admit. And do a little bit of scorching, especially on provinces. Well, this one isn't super helpful, but anything we can do to kind of hurt their economy a bit, that'll be good for us in the long term. Macedonia is still managing to have no manpower, so this is really good. They've paid off some loans, but ideally we're going to get to go to war with them here in about 6 years and bankrupt them again, or bankrupt them. That would be good, because if we can bankrupt them, then they will crumble, and then we can start picking at the bones. Oh yeah, Suebi not feeling too good. I could actually probably piece them out and have them give some land to my friend. That would be great for us. I'm gonna do that. So I have lost 7 ships. They have lost 25. I think we can manage those losses. We haven't lost any heavies, so life is good. That is quite a bit of money we can take from them, and we'll get a lot of it. Might want to give a province. No, they're really not feeling it. It's fine. We'll get Suebi out of the war. That gives us 100% peace deal on these guys, and now we just need to give ourselves back the occupations, and we should be able to take whatever we want. Beyond the Nile requires 25 provinces, so I don't think we're going to be able to do that in this war, but we can continue. And it's not the prettiest. It's a lot of AE. I don't know if this is actually worth it, to be honest with you. I think we'll probably just go for like a little less. At least take the fort over here, and then we'll come back once we get absolutism stacked up. That's kind of crazy that we can only take this much provinces. There must be a lot of development over here. Yeah, there's quite a bit. Well, we'll also probably max out the money then too. longer truce is not really a problem. Let's go ahead and yoink that development. Don't need it over there, that's for sure. Macedonia is still in heavy debt, and in 4 years we'll be able to attack them. So let's go ahead and get our armies in position for that. A bunch of my subjects down here keep on going to war with each other. It's kind of getting on my nerves because they're actually annexing each other. This Khorasan keeps on annexing other nations, so I'm going to force them to peace out. Now I also got a bunch of new flags down here. Anybody who is paying close attention will see that. We got a guy on the team who's making some very, very sexy flags. I'm a big fan of that. He's also the guy who made like Helvetia. He remade Gadrium and Bora Liber, so I'm a big fan of his work. Oh, and we integrated Seleucid Greek, so now we actually have that 2.5% admin efficiency. Very nice. We really should be looking for these administrative districts because the governing capacity is going to be very, very helpful for us. So let's do a bit of development, specifically in the provinces that are going to be the most beneficial for us, yeah? Global trade is here. Obviously, we will not be spawning it, but that does mean that absolutism is right around the corner. I've been slowly chipping away here at these guys, and we're going to continue to do that, see if we can get some absolutism, and that will allow us to take quite a bit more land when the time comes. There we go, a little bit more development. Administrative districts, a governor, level 3 for 75% off. 25% expand admin cost, as well as governing capacity modifier 10%. That is going to be very, very helpful for our governing capacity because we've been having some issues with it. Truce is up in December of next year. We need to make sure that our friends are going to be willing to join. And Scythia is in another war with Macedonia. What is going on over here? They've paid off yet another loan, but I reckon we're going to be able to bankrupt them, especially if they can keep their big, strong army. Helvetia is doing fine, so they'll join as well. Luckily, I think Bora Liber would be able to handle them 1v1, so that would be good for us. Though we're very close to getting some extra governing reform, or governing capacity rather, so that'll be helpful. Let's make sure we are keeping our autonomy nice and low. That's going to help our economy out quite a bit, so there's no reason not to. Especially if it's in a place that's got like less than -10 unrest. It means it's basically not going to have rebels, so you can do it. So it's all good. Yeah, oh yeah, our navy is going to absolutely bonk them. Scythia going to war with them over and over again is actually super funny though. Man, their economy is actually doing just fine. That is kind of crazy. Their war cabinet org is definitely not completely rebounded from where they were at before, which is great for us. All right, it is about that time. Illyria and Bora Liber will both join. Numbers are very good. We're going to go ahead and go Holy War because, you know, God wills it and all that. And we should be able to just kind of roll through them. I don't actually anticipate it being much of a hassle for us. We've also got a big, strong navy with preferably an admiral leading the charge on beating up their navies. No, we fight their navies. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. And we captured another Macedonian flagship. You can't beat it, folks. You really can't beat it. And so 2 months into the war, Macedonia's lost 15 and I've only lost 6. We can handle those losses. Acceptable losses. Let's go ahead and get a little bit of occupation going on over here. We want to bankrupt these guys if at all possible. Bora Liber rushed down their capital. That is very funny. I'm going to tell them to focus on their other provinces as well. Don't know if this actually does anything. Still, I've played this game for a long time after they added that mechanic, and I still don't know if it actually works. It says that their war cabinet organization is up to 4.4, so they've gotten a spike recently, which is not good. So I think the only way we're going to be able to get out of this, like, and make sure that they are reeling is to not win the war too hard, but to get them to fund an army that is very big that they will not be able to afford, get some debt, and then that will be the goal that'll be the goal. And we might as well devastate the crap out of their lands. Why not? These guys want out of the war, which is great. I will have them give me money as well as break off their alliance, and then we'll take whatever extra we can. That will leave Macedonia diplomatically isolated, hopefully going bankrupt, and then people will start dogpiling on them. That's the goal, at least. Oh, hello, a half-off commandant. Heck yes, I will take that. That is wonderful. There's a chick with short hair. We are very close to some admin efficiency as well, so ideally we're going to wait until we're able to take admin tech, and then we will worry about that. They're still being aggressive and sieging down my forts, which is crazy to me, man. Luckily, we've got a bunch of level 4 forts up here that they're not going to be able to do anything about, so we're good. War exhaustion is going up. Debt still not going up, but hopefully things are going to be turning around here eventually. War cabinet org has gone back down. We want to hit that 4.4% to hit 0, but I think the only way we're going to be able to do that is going to be to bankrupt them, so that'll be the goal. Though we are going to get a call for peace here very shortly, I think our goal is going to be to do as much damage as humanly possible in the shortest amount of time possible. We need to be spreading lots and lots of devastation. That is definitely going to be a good call. We've only got 70,000 troops left. Their discipline is definitely tanking at this point, and any closer we can get them to, you know, bankruptcy is going to be good. So we're just going to sit on this war and let their war exhaustion tick up a little bit more over time. That is the goal. Oh, whoa, yo, Carthaloon. Ain't no way. Oh, that's so funny. So Carthage lost Carthage to Carthaloon, who is a Punic nation over here. They're the Ascarte or whatever. They start off with Conan. So then we also have Barisa here, who does not want our land, or doesn't want to join us because they're part of our, you know, land here. That's fine. I'll just have my sacred orders go handle them. That's very funny. I like that a lot. I can't believe we haven't got a call for peace yet. I know it's got to be coming very soon, but yeah, I can't believe it hasn't happened. There it is. And we can sit on it for a while. We just want to make sure that they're buying down their war exhaustion, and then they're, you know, they run out of Diplo, then their war exhaustion keeps going up. See, they're buying it down. We want it to keep going up. We can buy down our war exhaustion. I'm not fussed about that literally at all. Even after we take this entire round of technology, we still have 700 Diplo mana that we can buy down war exhaustion with. So yeah, I think that this war will be totally fine. You can see how fast they're losing their war cabinet org there. Hannibal of Roma. Very good. The Italian Federation has definitely stalled out, though. I wonder if it's just because, yeah, it's mostly just because of the lands that has been lost. Oh, Helvetia took a bunch of lands, and then Macedonia. So yeah, that's definitely hurting them. Yeah, our war exhaustion is going up a bit, but it's not really that bad. We actually probably could have taken Defender of the Faith. We already have it. Right. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Absolutism is here. Our max absolutism is 98. So yeah, we just need to grow it up as quickly as possible. Might as well boost it up a bit here. Higher we can get it, the sooner the better. They're gaining like 0.4 per month. Absolutely just tragic. They keep buying it down though, man. Oh my gosh, the AI is so annoying. Ours is starting to get pretty bad. Like I said, I can continue to buy it down at least for a few more years. But the longer that they're occupied, the better for us. They've actually paid off debt in this war, which makes literally no sense to me whatsoever, but it is what it is. We'll see what we can take in this war. Obviously, financial is going to be big as well, but we need quite a bit for this mission down here, or onto the Hellespont. So we need another, not that many actually. This will give us claims on the Anatolia region, so I think we'll just kind of take what we need to here. The ideal situation is we take everything we need, including forts, and then they go bankrupt, and then they fall apart, and then we just kind of pick at what's left. Yeah, this is fairly good, and the truce will be a little bit shorter. We'll have them go into quite a bit of debt. You could make an argument that you just, you know, basically white peace them and allow them to, you know, do all that, but we actually lost a bunch of occupations because our friends in Illyria decided to peace out separately, which is hilarious. These guys have no army though, so I think I can reoccupy them quite quickly. Our leader is dead. Long live the leader. There we go. No, they're still buying it down. My goodness. How much Diplo do you have? They don't have any loans anymore. How are they paying off loans? How are you making money? I don't get it, man. This is weird. I say we do 2 more buy downs, and then we'll peace out after that. This is great. We can finally get this one, giving us the governing capacity that will allow us to yoink those, which will give us that 100 that we need. Embrace some institutions. Sounds good to me. They're very, 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 very far ahead of time on tech. So what do you say we take our idea group that far ahead of time? Go with aristocratic, give us a little bit more dev. Sure. Now they're finally going up. Finally. Took long enough. My goodness. Lots of Diplo mana. So let's go ahead and develop up our good trade goods. That is going to give us lots of extra money coming in, which is always nice to see. We have an unconditional surrender. Let's see here. Let's see here. What's their war exhaustion looking like? It's not... Doesn't look like their war exhaustion is going up anymore. So let's go ahead and just go for this. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me make sure that this is correct here. 7 more provinces in the highlighted areas. Just to be safe, we'll take an extra couple, and then we will take all of their money. That will hurt their economy quite a bit. It's going to be really good for us. We can yoink some dev. Finish that one up, which is going to give us 20 years of fire damage and army tradition, which is great, as well as claims on the rest of this region. I'm not going to click the mission just yet. There's not really any huge rush for us to do that. That extra fire damage might come in handy if we need to fight a bigger, stronger foe. Har, 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 bigger, stronger foe, they say. Yeah, I think these guys down here are eating each other. What happened to you, man? Oh, I needed to take roads as well. Damn. Well, we'll take that in the next war. Let's see here. Can I just say, oh, I can't do any autonomy. That's unfortunate. We've got a Saeed as our consort with an heir. So very good. Let's max out our trust with our friends as well. Make sure we can keep them, make them be our ride or die. Scythia going to war with Pinsk, who's allied to Macedonia. Yes, indeed. Let's go. That means I will be able to get a white peace off with these guys, which will shorten up that truce quite a bit. Oh, that is awesome. This is like best case scenario, actually. We just need to wait for Pinsk to be willing to peace out, and then they'll white peace me. That's kind of the best case scenario there. They will let me out. Look at that. Oh, my truce with these guys just reset. That is so good. That is so good. 5 years, we get to attack them again. A gift from my subject. Thank you so much. What a good guy. Yeah, they're not feeling too good, man. They got lots of rebels sieging them down, and they're having to siege everything back. So this is perfect, and their manpower pool is just completely empty. Come on now, Bora Liber going to war with Macedonia now. Bro, no. I'm going to decline that. I'm going to decline that. That is very dumb. Why would you do that? We got 1 year left to go to war with these guys. Why would I do that? So that's nice though. These guys are going to be in a colonial war, apparently, that I can also join in on if I do feel so fit to do so. Well, might as well. No time like the present. They'll call in Sweden, Gaul, Lombardia, and Pinsk. Well, I can call in Illyria, who will act as a punching bag of sorts. So all is well with that. Don't want to devastate the lands over here too much because I actually plan to take them myself. So we're just going to work our way across the Hellespont here and get these guys occupied to the best of our abilities. Oh, hello there. Urban development. Oh, nice. That's actually an event from our advisor. Cool. Let's click this button as well. Give us a little bit of extra damage. We're going to take as much of this as humanly possible. And in order for our next missions, we're going to need roads as well as it's the Athenium. We'll have to take Athens. Not a problem. And then Macedon's downfall, we just need to own Byzantium. So here we go. We'll do something like this. That will be good. This is the perfect peace deal right here. Though ideally we would make them go into more debt, but I don't think it's going to be too much of a hassle. I think their war cabinet org is probably going to bottom out on this one if I had to guess. I'm going to get them occupied as best as we can. Yeah, 81,000 men that they're paying for. I don't know where you're getting them, but they're paying for them somehow. Yeah, man, look at the devastation over here. Prosperity and devastation. That's awesome. They've got 80,000 men. I don't know where they are. Sieging down some random forts over here. Okay, man. We've captured another Macedonian flagship. He'll make a fine addition to my collection. I should probably get him off my forts. It's kind of annoying. Hello, good sirs. You want to fight? We can fight. Okay, now they're finally picking up some debt. They're up to 9 loans here, and we can probably max those out before too long. Might as well keep on building up these manufactories over here pretty indiscriminately. I don't really care which provinces get them. I just want to make sure that we are getting all of them built because that's how you make money. Lots of money coming in. Definitely lots of money. I'm going to keep their friends in here, especially Sweden. It's going to allow us to prevent them from having to get the ticking war score, the call for peace. So the longer this war goes on, the better it is for us. If we wanted to be efficient, we could peace them out earlier, but I don't care. I'd rather just make them rot. Yep, their war cabinet organization is about to bottom out, which is great for us. So I'm not sure. It definitely looks like they're still buying down their war exhaustion, but it is going up very quickly. Call for pizza is here. But again, we can let it run for quite a while before we need to really worry about it a whole lot. Actually, looks like they are now no longer buying it down, which is good. We want that to go up nice and high because that heavily will affect their stuff over here, their discipline. They're bankrupt as well. Okay, cool. So we can get out of this war whenever we want then. Let's go ahead. White peace Sweden. White peace these guys over here. Sure, I'll take your money. Screw you in particular, Lombardia. And we've got a little bit of extra land we could be taking. So let's go ahead and take Euboea over here. That'll give me a place to get my armies parked. So that way we can annex the Athens for the Archon over here. Let's also build a shipyard in these guys as soon as we're done coring it, of course. A little bit of overextension. We might actually be able to yoink some dev there to get us down. So not a problem at all. Heliopolis is at 57 development, by the way. That's pretty good. Let's head on in and just take this province here. I don't particularly care about any of the extra stuff. We've integrated Delphos, which is nice. And now those borders are looking very good. Bora Liber would still be my friend if I were to ask them nicely. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Not a problem. And just like that, we annex the Archon. down with the Archon. Once we core up Rhodes, we will get this one here, which will give us some phalanx bonuses, which is fine. And then Macedon's downfall will also be completed, giving us some claims on the Macedonia region. This will also, once we core this up, give us this mission. And then we're going to have to get Athens' separatism and autonomy nice and low. Well, let's get our armies over here ready to go, because we're going to have to go back to war with Carthage, of course. I'm going to end up having rebels there, so I think we'll be fine with just this one army. Let's go ahead and holy war them. Roma and Suebi will both join. Let's see here. Can I get Bora Liber to join me? That would be nice if they would join. Illyria and Bora Liber will both join that. If I don't do a holy war, so maybe if I just do a claim war, that would be better. Let's go for this Safit and call them in. No big deal. They're catch their navy in the port, and all is well with that. Let's go ahead and encroach on the Archon, giving us some claims on some stuff, as well as buffing our phalanx, which is always nice. Dismantle the Athenaeum, giving us prestige, giving us some mana overflow, so we're gonna have to fix that. It changes the religion of Athens to Evangelos, which is great. Upgrades its tax building, which is great, and gives us a triggered modifier for the Center of Enlightenment down there, and then down with the Archon. So let's spend a couple of mana before we do any of that. That way we don't overflow. Down with the Archon, and that will dismantle the Athenaeum. We will gain the seat of the Archon as a great project, and every province that follows the Hellenic Faith will receive for 20 years here negative morale and reinforcement speed. Very nice. You love to see that, folks. This will give us Diplo rep, so we might as well actually use it. Sure thing, man. Got plenty of manpower. I don't mind. We can also take religious hegemon, so I think we should do that. It's going to give us some stab costs, some religious unity, war score costs versus other religions, which is a big one. We will gain tolerance of the true faith, years of separatism, manpower in true faith provinces, as well as missionaries. Love to see it. And then one more, Macedon's downfall, giving us army tradition. Byzantion will get the Center of Enlightenment, giving us some dev costs, which is really nice, and a permanent claim on Macedonia. Yeah, Theodokos is pretty strong. Let's core this stuff all up over here. Why not? Though I think Byzantion, once we get it converted, I will actually make it a center of trade over here, because that's actually pretty dang good for us for keeping lots of trade power up here. And now we sink the navy like you do. Punic flagship sunk. Lovely. Let's see if we can track down this army here. That's a good battle for us. A 5 siege general. Oh my gosh, man, that's crazy. Absolutism continues to go up, though we may need to get a little bit more if we're going to want to take a whole lot of provinces over here. AE is still going to be very limiting for us, so we'll take basically the most that we're able to, which this seems very reasonable. And then we will, peace out and then look for another one moving forward. Piece these guys out, have them end their alliance with Carthago, and then we should be able to piece this Roma out here fairly shortly. 5 administrative efficiency, very nice. Puts us at 30. Woohoo! We can get infantry fire. Oh my gosh, that is actually nuts. Yeah, lads, safe to say that we are the greatest power in the world. Let's go ahead and just take our boats, land on Roma, siege them down. No big deal. I think we can manage this one, especially because our phalanx actually get the landing bonus, which is great. We have like Marines now. That's awesome. Oh, you love to see it. Rome getting siege down. Always fun to do. It's a pastime in this mod, you know what I'm saying? Rome will be pieced out, breaking off their alliance with Carthage. Give me their money. And just like that, we can get whatever peace deal we want. I'll wait, maybe we'll just take one less province, and then we'll take it at the end of the year. That will basically prevent any coalition from firing. There it is. Autocrator Nico Samaris, who is the military dictator when the coup has happened, and Macedonia has been overthrown by their war cabinet. A war with Gadrium to pass the time. We've actually got plenty of absolutism to spare. We got 20 actually, so we can just go ahead and grab some stuff. Sure thing. Let's piece this war out. Not a problem. Take as much money as possible as well. Yoink a little bit of development, and that will actually get us a crazy amount of dev over here. 64 we're up to. Pour it all up, and then we can just kind of chill. I mean, that's really all we need to do. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Nico, my friend, you will not lead a good nation, I'll tell you that much. Well, we just went to war with the Empire, and I think, or the Federation rather, and I think it's time to go back. This time it will just be for Carthage, because I don't actually want anything more than that. So Illyria, if you would be my bulwark against these guys, I would appreciate that, and I'll just come in here, get the occupation, hand off make sure that we are destroying all their navies and all that stuff, and then we'll be good to go. They do have Serenza on this team, though, so we got to be a little mindful. Their navy might be a little more scary than what I'm thinking they might be. Oh, Boralibra would join as well. Nice. Well, yeah, I'll happily call them in. They pieced out their war with Gadrium, which is good because I didn't really want to be a part of that one anymore. Oh my gosh, the ship's being lost. 54 to my 14. Yeah, we rule the waves, man. We rule them. Some infantry fire. Could be good. I'll take it next year. Just like that. Easy peasy. Got the war goal. And I reckon we could probably land some men over here. Their capital is in Tarpanay or Tarpanet or whatever. So let's go ahead and just bring our boys over. Easy enough. Land the whole army. Not a big deal. Let's get some infantry in there, though, to make sure that they are not, you know, gonna get ganked. That could be bad. Our leader is dead. Long live our leader. 4-3-2. I can handle that. Scythia will now join this one as well. And I think that Roma is not feeling too good. Yeah, I don't think they've got many ships left to group up, though. Serenza's got 15 heavies. Definitely got to be mindful of that, huh? Great way to catch a Roman army here. They decide they want to come over here, so let's get this port over here blockaded, and we can make it happen easy enough. You guys are silly coming over here doing this. Well, goodbye, Roma. Barely knew you, man. Let's head on over and get on to Roma. I'm gonna take all of this. Don't care about a coalition, to be honest with you. So we'll just ride it out. If they want to coalition me, they can be my guest. Hey, yo, my leader just died at like very young, and now we lost our Theodulos, whatever. And he's a 2-2-2-2-2-0. Wow. That's not the best way to end a series, but, you know, we'll do what we can here. All right, let's just take that. That is all fine and dandy with me. We'll core it all up. And just like that, we are one step closer to this one here. We need 3 more provinces from Carthage, and that is game. Illyria going to war with Macedonia. All right, man. I don't think they're going to do much against me, that's for sure. They don't even have any forts, man. They sold them all out when they went bankrupt. Yikes. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Now the University of Athens giving us a university in Athens, as well as some development. Love to see it. That means one more mission separating us from total domination of the Theodokos. Very good. Manufactories is here. Nice. They gave me 5 provinces in that war. And as we continue to build more buildings, we will continue to grow our power base and get more value out of our development. And just for good measure, I feel like I should probably beat up on these guys. Persia will come in, so I guess maybe we attack. How do we want to do this? Yeah, for good measure, let's just do some cleansing of heresy. Persia wanted to catch some hands, so we might as well oblige, you know. Though we should probably upgrade our forts. That would have been more intelligent if we're going to be going to war with the bordering rival, but that's okay. Let's just come on over here and siege down Tehran. Might be able to get them out before too long. They do have a pretty big army. They could gang up on me very quickly if I'm not paying attention. The nice thing is I can probably just like annex these guys because nobody's gonna care because they're all Muslim, you know, and all the Muslims are my subjects. It's 18 AE, that's crazy. Truce with Carthage is over. Let's go ahead and just declare that war, have my friends help me out. Let's go for whatever, this verbenaria, whatever, venereal disease, and just let my allies handle it for me. I can't be bothered. White peace with Persia is fine with me. And that will allow us a full annexation on Demjans down here, which will allow us to yoink some development, get it all cored up, easy enough. Okay, we can embrace institution, very good. Let's peace out their friends, and then we will be able to full annex everybody in the war, which is, you know, just Carthage. We can full annex Carthage. And just like that, we have separatist sentiment because we are overextended. You'll have that, I suppose. Not a problem. We'll be able to core it all up before too long. And just like that, beyond the Nile, 10 more permanent power projections. As if we needed it. Access to the Crush the Canaanite CB. Allow us to free claim on all Punic religion provinces in the world. Which is a lot of them, actually. So if we wait a month here, Illyria broke their alliance with us. Scythia broke their alliance with us. Probably because of aggressive expansion, if I had to guess. I actually don't know why they would do that. But yeah, I mean, being a hegemon definitely doesn't help, but yeah. So now we can see we could attack these guys for Crush the Canaanites, which would allow us to take all of those provinces for 50% cost, which is pretty good. But I think that is a great place to call it for this run. If you guys enjoyed it and you want to see more Post Finem in the future, make sure you let me know. Leave a comment down below and like the video if you enjoyed it as well. If you haven't already subscribed, you can definitely subscribe to the channel. There's going to be a lot more coming out if you haven't already subscribed. Yeah, I appreciate you making it to the end of this episode 3, and me reaching those light goals by a lot. So we're probably going to keep that going for future runs. But yeah, that's all I got for you. See you in the next one.